Wow, so if you still haven't listened to my global guidance video on YouTube, and I did share it on the Facebook and Twitter also, I feel the way it's come out when I've listened to it back, the first things that have happened have been the last things I've said. So it's almost like start at the end and go back to the beginning. Because one of the last things I said was two blondes, popular people, personalities would pass. The very next month, Bonnie Tyler and Anne Widdecombe. Bonnie passed away, bless her heart, and Anne was tragically murdered. The twins that I mentioned, royal twins. Well, royal, it was the World Cup. Scotland twinned with Boston. I've got shivers. And two heads of state. Something about two heads of state changing or things coming together for the better. Our Prime Minister changed. We've now got Andy Burnham instead of Keir Starmer, and Andy seems to be focused on the people. On the people. He's already started making actions. Let's hope. He's a man of his word. The Dragon Awakes. That was a big one. And the only thing I thought of at the time, Dragon Awakes, was things like fire, because the dragon breathes fire. And my goodness, there's places around the world simultaneously, because of the heat we've been having, which can also go into the dragon, is unreal. It's historic. So I'm just going to read you what I've looked at about the fires. In 2026, the most severe and record-breaking wildfire activity has been concentrated in Western Europe, specifically France and Spain, alongside highly active regional fire seasons across the United States. Driven by consecutive extreme heat waves and severe drought conditions, Europe has already experienced more than 1,200 individual fires this year. Wow. Burning an area roughly the size of Luxembourg. Western Europe, the current crisis, a massive historic fire season is currently tearing through southwestern Europe, forcing over 1/3 total displacements. 1/3. In France, the southwestern Gironde and Landes regions surrounding Bordeaux have been hit the hardest. I don't know how to say it. Gironde fires have scorched nearly 100,000 acres, becoming some of the largest modern fires in European history and creating massive fire clouds that accelerate their own speed. In Spain, major deadly blazes have broken out around Madrid, Avila, Castellón and Valencia. Authorities had to evacuate over 60,000 people near Madrid alone. Unexploded ordnance from the 1930s Spanish Civil War has even been detonated by the intense heat in Castellón, severely hindering firefighters. Portugal and Italy, fire crews in northern and central Portugal are battling several large blazes. In Italy, coastal and southern regions like Puglia and Basilicata have seen major wildfires, forcing the emergency evacuation of tourists from beaches on the Gargano Peninsula by the sea. Here in the United Kingdom, high-pressure systems have triggered exceptional wildfire risks and blazes in Wales and in the Cairngorms, which I think is still going. It's been hard to put these blazes out because the wood, the trees and all the things, it's dry because of the intense heat. And all these people, my goodness. In the United States, while Europe faces a historic crisis, the US has also recorded a steady stream of wildfires across several states throughout the year. California and the West, notable blazes include the Sandy Fire, Bain Fire and Santa Rosa Island Fire in California, alongside the Snyder Fire affecting Utah and Colorado. The Plains and Midwest, the Ranger Road Fire has heavily impacted Kansas and Oklahoma, while Nebraska has dealt with the Morrill and Cottonwood fires. The South, wildfires have hit parts of Florida, the National Fire, Georgia, Highway 82 Fire, Alabama and Louisiana. A lot of fire all around the globe happening at the same time because of the heat. The dragon has awoke. We've also had earthquakes and volcanic activity. I'm like gobsmacked. I'm gobsmacked when I think, like, I hate using word predictions, but it's like they were predictions. I had no idea what I'm waffling about in that video. But it's all coming right, and I'm like, what the heck? So, if you haven't checked it out, go and have a listen. If you go onto my YouTube, Mark Chrissy, you will, and just search on my page, global guidance. I thought it was global downloads, but it's global guidance. You'll be able to see maybe what's coming next.